Hello and welcome to another episode of CodeZombie Tutorials. In this video I'm going to show you how to easily create games in Linux. In fact, the library that we are going to discuss works the same way both in Windows and Linux. It is called cross-platform. These days it is cross-platform. Everything is going to be cross-platform. Even applications are created for multiple platforms at the same time with the same code base and different builds. So let's get into it. Earlier today I came across a nice video on YouTube that said let's make 16 games in C++ Tetris. So this video, which is about 4 minutes long, shows in a quick manner how to create the Tetris game with C++. So I noticed that it uses a header called SFML, a library called SFML. So I searched the internet for this library and I found that it is a cross-platform library for creating C++ games. It uses OpenGL, I guess, and not DirectX, which is platform dependent. It is only for Windows. So it uses OpenGL and it is cross-platform. It works both on Windows, Linux and Mac OS. So we are going to I'm going to show you how to build games on Linux. The nice thing about this tutorial is that the source code is also available in a link below the video. I will put the link to this video also below my video, and also the link to the source code under my video in the description section. So don't worry about that. This video shows how to create a very simple and at the same time complicated game with this library very easily and very fast. By the way, when you watch this kind of video, you think that it is easy, but you have to go into the video, you have to walk through the video and find if it is in fact easy. Every game is a challenging job, so if you want to create a game, there might be challenges. You have to track some counters, indexes. So in C++, it is pretty normal. Okay, our main concern in this video is not how to create the code for the game. The code is already available, as I mentioned earlier, in the link below. So I have already downloaded the code. Let's move to the code here, main.cpp. You see that it is below a directory SFML and then /graphics.hpp. It is also using the time library, the standard time library, which is available on most systems. So my system is Fedora 29, and I'm going to show you how to build this file and this game on Fedora. You can apply this to your Linux distro. There are several options to download and apply this library to your project. If you move to the help link here for SFML, here SFML website, I went to the section SFML and Linux. Here there are 3 options recommended by SFML by this website. The first is to download directly from your distribution's package repository. This is, I think, the easiest way. Unfortunately, my distribution, which is Fedora, has this library, so I can download it from the distribution. Or you can get the source code, which is available. You can build and install it yourself. Or you can download the precompiled SDK and manually copy the files. This is somewhat difficult, and later on it will clutter your system, and I don't recommend it. The nice thing about the first option is that you can later on uninstall the packages that you installed it with the package manager. So here you see a command for Ubuntu. It is for the Ubuntu distribution. You can use this command to download the SFML library. So that is different from the command that I used for Fedora. For Fedora, in fact, you use sudo dnf install sfml and sfml-val. So I have already installed them, but if you want to see, it works this way. Both of them are installed, as I mentioned earlier. So we are good to go with the compilation of our software. So I move to downloads and I open the Tetris game first. You see that the Tetris game, I have already compiled these files, so these are the outputs. I delete them. And first.cpp was also for another code that wasn't inside Tetris, so I deleted it as well. So we basically, these are also extra. When you open the archive, it is also this, and you only see these three files here. You see main.cpp and images. Even this SFML is not there. I have later on added that here, so I can remove it as well. We don't need it because we installed it on our system, you know. Okay, so every game that you open includes a source file and some resources as images. So for Tetris, you see we have a folder images, and if you open it, there's a background, there's a frame, and there is tiles. Okay. Now, what we are going to do to build it, we need to open a terminal here. We can open a terminal here and do the compilation. I move to Atom. I use the Atom source code editor. Don't save. I deleted that and it complains about it. Don't save. Okay. Here's the folder, Tetris. Inside the folder we have main.cpp and its resources in the images folder. So I open a terminal in Atom. For terminal, you can install a plugin in Atom that adds the terminal functionality inside the IDE this way. So I open the terminal with the shortcut Control, and what is this key below escape? I think it is tilde. It's tilde, I guess. Yes, you open the terminal with Control and tilde, and then you are inside the folder. You are ready to go and compile the software, compile the game. Okay. To make sure that we have nothing extra here, I run an ls. You see that we don't have anything extra. We only have main.cpp and images. Okay. The way we are going to compile this source code main.cpp is this way. G++, which is the GNU C++ compiler, and then the name of our source main.cpp, and the name of the output. I'm going to name my output file main, and now I press enter. You see that we have problems with the linking undefined references. We have a lot of dirty errors that complain about undefined references to blah 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 blah. So the way we are going to fix this is to link to the libraries that SFML uses. So SFML basically uses 3 libraries. We have to link to them. When we installed the SFML library from our distribution repository, it installed several libraries. 3 of them are Windows, System, and Graphics. So we need to link to them when we are compiling our software. The way I'm going to do that is this way. After specifying the output file, I type -l, which means link, and then sfml, the name of the library, and window, the specific name of the library, -l again, sfml library, the graphics component, and -l sfml, and this time the system component. Okay, you see that with no errors we were able to get the output and compile the software. Okay, if you look at the directory here on the left, you see that we have a new file, main. This is the output file. We don't need to open it. Unfortunately, the Atom stupidly opens it when I click on the file. It is a binary file, so we cannot see the content inside our editor. What we are going to do is to run it. The way we run an executable on Linux is this way. Current directory dot and the name of our executable main and return. Alright, the game is up and running. Very nice. Right and left arrow keys are working. Our sprites are moving. You see these objects are moving here with different colors. We can move them around, up and down. We can, okay, we can move them around. Very nice. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will try to add more useful videos. Also, sorry about the quality of my microphone. Currently I'm a little low on budget to buy a good quality microphone, but soon I will get a new microphone and I will try to please your ears and not to annoy you anymore. Thanks.